Greetings, fellow student, and welcome to the second lecture of this Matlab course. Well, on this lecture, we'll continue dealing with the basic mathematical operations in Matlab. But first of all, I would like to show something pretty interesting and curious about Matlab. So, first of all, when you start Matlab, you can press up on your keyboard, and here it will show you the latest comments that you typed on Matlab. So when you start a new section, it appears this string of characters, which is comment, and we will see soon how to do that. Here is the date, the present date, 17th of October of 2017, and the present hour. It's now it's 4:23 a.m. the time at which I started Matlab. So there's this comment in Matlab is you type in why the bald and not excessively bald and not excessively smart hamster obeyed a terrified and not excessively terrified hamster. Okay, so let's type up and then press enter again. To fool the tall, good and smart system manager. Why? The rich and tall and good system manager suggested. Why? He wanted that way. Why? The programmer suggested. Why? Mara suggested. Why? To please a very terrifying, smart and tall engineer. Why? You can go on with that. It's like a programmer's joke in Matlab. Okay, it's my karma now. Okay, so I can accept that, I guess. So let's clean up this mess. It's the kind of thing you do when you're running out of resources in programming. You're getting the same error over and over again and you don't know what else to do. So in the first video, I didn't talk too much about this window here, which says the current folder you're working with. So here it shows up here. It's been R2015A Matlab C disk. Okay, so you're familiarized with Linux commands. You can use the same commands here. Like, let's say we want to move up a directory on your computer. We don't want to work on this one, so we type cd and 2 points. Okay, so we move up one directory, one folder. So again and again we can do that, and press tab to autocomplete, just like Linux. Okay, let's see here, where do we arrived? So I want to be at documents and settings, no completions found. Okay, we had a problem here. Okay, let's clear up this. So here we are to see disk drive. I want to create a folder. We type mkdir make mk directory dir. So let's create a dir called test. So we created a directory called test. So here it appeared right here, and now we can enter this directory. So let's type cd tests, and there you go. In Matlab, you can tell when you're writing a script, which is basically a program in Matlab, you can tell it to display some message. So let's say we want it to display a classic message, hello world. You just type in hello world. I forgot to put in here. Okay, and there you go. Here we have a string. Here Matlab used this symbol here to create a string. So we get hello world, our classic message when learning a new programming language. So you can store this string in a variable. Let's say string1 equals hello world. And there you go, we have a string and answer which says hello world. Okay, we can clean up this. Since we're talking about strings, which are essentially vectors of characters, we can let's say start talking about vectors. So how do we create a vector? We have pretty much, if you know C language or this classical language such as Fortran, is the same way. So we have here x equals 1, 2, 3. This is a vector. Okay, you can also type x equals, let's say 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's two different forms of writing a vector in Matlab. You can either use comma or space it, you get the same results. Okay, so let's work with create another vector y, let's say 43, 2, and for a rational number we can type like, let's say 2.1. Okay, so I use the comma and the dot for Matlab not echoing my typing, my command. Okay, so now we can say tell Matlabs to add x plus y, and here we go. Okay, so let's say we have x equals 1, 2, 3, and y is equal to 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we'll tell Matlab to add x plus y and see what happens. If you recall basic linear algebra, you know you can't add vectors of the same size. Okay, so here Matlab gives us a message of error in red. Error using plus matrix dimensions must agree. Remember that vector is a particular case of a matrix. So you can add vectors from different size. They must be the same size for you to add them. So if we rewrite y as 3, 4, 5 and tell Matlab to add x plus y, that now you get the result we were looking for. So it really doesn't make much sense to use this type of software if you're not familiar with basic mathematics. Like, for example, in the next classes we will be using some concepts of linear algebra, solving linear systems. In other classes, numerical integration, numerical derivation, solving of differential equations, partial differential equations. So you need to know the basic math behind to program appropriately software, to create a program to solve engineering problems. Okay, Matlab can do anything for you, so you must know the basics. Okay, so let's say we want to we would like to divide each element of a vector by another vector. Okay, so let's clean up this. We want to divide each element of x by y. Okay, so I would try like this, and here we got not what we were looking for. Okay, he done matrix division, which involves inversion. We will not get into that right now. We want like say x divided by 3, 1 divided by 3, 2 divided by 4, and so on. So we write as this x divided by y, and here we place a dot in front of the operation we are doing. And now unexpected, here we go. Okay, so 1/3, which is 0.333, which is 1 divided by 3, and then 2 divided by 4, which gives us 1/2, and 3 divided by 5, which gives us 106. Okay, so we can do the same with multiplication, and we get, here we have 3 multiplied by 1 and 2 multiplied by 4, which gives us 8, and 3 multiplied by 5, which gives us 15. Okay. On the next classes, we'll take more deeper look in working with vectors, and we'll start dealing with matrices and how to deal with them. Okay, so leave a comment regarding any doubts you have considering this class. Okay, so see you on the next class. Bye.